Hey guys, this is Robinnuts1 here, and I'm here to do a review for Flash episode 10, Revenge of the Rogues. So in this episode we get the return of Captain Cold and his new partner, Heatwave. I don't know very much about the Heatwave character. The Heatwave character is, I'm guessing, a character from the Flash comic books. Again, I'm afraid I don't know very much about the Heatwave character, as I don't read Flash. This is my first exposure to Flash, other than the Justice League Unlimited cartoon series, and that's really the Justice League version of the Flash. So this is a completely new universe to me. But Captain Cold, I know, and I really liked Captain Cold in this episode. He's starting to build his own moral code, and his moral code seemingly seems to be, you don't kill women, and don't steal, apparently. Basically, Captain Cold in this episode develops his own moral code, and is really going after the Flash, who in this episode is training very, very hard. Going off what happened in the last episode with the Flash going up against the Reverse Flash character, the Flash is really, really training in this episode to become better, to be as fast as this Reverse Flash character. And that really, really excites me. And then we have Iris West and living in with Eddie Thorne. And there's a bit of, conflict between Iris and Eddie, because of Barry telling Iris that he's in love with her. And we see towards the end that these two characters, sort of find a mutual ground. And Barry basically says, I'm really happy for Iris and X, Y, and Z. Which, in reality, no one can be. In a relationship, no one can. If you love someone who is in a relationship, you can't 100%, in my experience, because I am in this position, you can't 100% say to that person that you accept that that you are 100% happy with that situation. Yes, there has to be a degree of acceptance, but you don't 100% say, so I really identify with Barry for that, because I'm going through the same similar process at the minute, and I can sort of see where Barry is coming from. And I also like the fact that it wasn't forced drama. These two characters were normal. they didn't turn this into a big drama that lasted like forever and ever and ever throughout the episodes. It was a nice natural pace, and yeah, you can see that it bothers them both, but it to me it just felt more fluid and didn't feel like it was so like they were conflicting so much that it was distracting me from the episode, which I like. I like normal, healthy relationships, you know, whether you're a friend, whether you're a lesbian, whether you're bisexual or gay. I like relationships that are normal. I don't like this whole conflicted, this whole rowy, conflicted mess of relationships. Like in Gotham with Barbara, who is obviously a very bad case for the fact that she is actually more, like, she will create drama for the sake of drama, rather than just, rather than be a normal woman, dealing with that kind of situation. So yeah, what I found, so with Flash's training is, really interesting. He's obviously been inspired by the Arrow, and he's generally going after these people. He's generally going after the Reverse Flash. And I really, really like that, because it's showing proactiveness. But also Barry has to understand that he is not just centered on one villain, and that he's protecting everyone, and not just, protecting, and not just dealing with this one situation. And I really like Barry sort of learning that, and there are several really, really cool moments where Barry takes on this hero, takes on this heroic persona. And that especially happens in this episode. Barry's actually now revealed to the public as of this episode, which is great. He's no longer hiding in the shadows, and therefore Barry must take on the responsibility of protecting his city, just like Arrow does. And I really, really like that the show has upped the game for Flash. It gives him a lot more different areas of conflict, and it gives him something. I think it really, really cements the Flash as a hero for the people, whereas Arrow isn't necessarily a hero for his city. Arrow reinforces the law. And he basically is an enforcer, whereas Barry is actually protecting the people from that he loves, but also the innocent citizens that live there. And I just like that, and it's again the different parallels between each city. So yeah, that bit was great, and I'm really interested to see where Barry, throwballs himself now that he's become a hero for his city. Harrison Wells was an interesting character. Honestly, Harrison Wells continues to be a fascinating character. Even though we now know that he is, yes, the Reverse Flash, and we can really see him hiding in plain sight. I don't necessarily think Harrison Wells is all evil. We don't know enough about Harrison Wells right now to really make any kind of statement about, yes, this character is evil. Because we just don't know enough about this character. And I'm really hoping in this half of the season we're going to learn about Harrison Wells. Because we don't know enough about Harrison Wells, and he continues to be such a fascinating character, and he's really, really getting inside Barry's head, which is really interesting. And it's really interesting to see the parallels between both Barry and Harrison. And how I think these two characters do have a mutual ground, and I think Barry really, really respects his idol. And it's going to be really interesting to see how Barry reacts to Harrison Wells being the Reverse Flash, because it's going to change a lot of dynamics in this friendship. And I really, really hope they keep Harrison Wells on as, as a consistent villain. I know we're supposed to maybe be getting Eddie Thawne as the Reverse Flash at some point, or I'm guessing that we are. But I just really, really hope that they keep Harrison Wells, because the actor is really, really good. And yeah, I would really, really like to see Harrison Wells stay on for future seasons. One final thing I would like to mention is it looks like Firestorm, the Firestorm character, actually has a bit of mystery to it. Caitlin in this episode tries to do some investigation into the Firestorm project, and it looks like there's a lot more to it than we first realised, and that's going to be very, very interesting moving forward. We don't get to see the Firestorm character, but again, as I just said, it's going to be really, really interesting to see that character moving forward. So, yeah, really looking forward to the next episode, and, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Arrow, I think, starts tomorrow, so I'm going to be reviewing that for you. And, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. I'm Robin1 here, and see you later.